remember those nights when the world seemed small? We thought we would always be together. We thought we would have everything. Now I'm sitting here alone, talking to yesterday. Do you remember those nights? Or have they faded away? The clock keeps ticking. I try not to look back, but the memories come too quickly. I still remember your laughter well. The little things are the hardest to forget. Some dreams grow old, some never go away. Do you remember those nights when the world seemed small? We thought we'd always be together. We thought we'd have everything. Now I'm sitting here alone, talking to yesterday. Do you remember those nights? Or have they faded? Years have passed between us, different paths, different jobs, houses in another neighborhood. Do you remember those nights? In a home, in a home, the promises we made, the reasons we believe. Now the moon is low over this lonely city. Somehow I still remember everything we went through together. Where are you tonight? That's something I'll never know. Every morning at 8:15, you'd walk in through the front gate. I always found a reason to arrive a little late. You'd sit 3 rows ahead of me, near the window, against the wall. I knew what your favorite jacket was. You never really knew me. The bell rang, and there you were. You were my secret in the hallway, my reason to look up. Every day I waited for something that never came. You smiled at everyone, but never looked at me. You were my secret in the hallway, and I loved you anyway. I wrote your name on notebook pages, then crossed it out again. My friends knew how I felt for you. One afternoon I saw you with someone else, and it was that day that I learned that some dreams seem impossible. The last year, it went by so fast. You were my secret in the hallway, my reason for living. Every day I waited for something that never came enough. You smiled at everyone, but never looked at me. You were my secret in the hallways, and I loved you anyway. felt back then. There's nobody here. The tickets faded years ago. The paint is peeling from the signs. The carousel stopped spinning somewhere in the past. The lion cages are empty. The posters have lost their shine, but every corner holds a story of another night. I can still hear the crowd from afar. Where did the circus go? Where did it disappear to? The music used to fill the sky. Now only silence reigns here. Where did the circus go? Tell me what happened to all the dreams under the tent, and to all the people we knew by name. The tightrope hangs above me without a soul in sight. The old mirror in the clown's dressing room reflects the fading light. A forgotten red balloon moves gently in the air, as if waiting for the show that will never begin again. I can still hear the crowd in the distance. Where did the circus go? Why did it disappear? Music used to fill the sky. Now only silence reigns here. Where did the circus go? Tell me what happened to all the dreams under the tent, and to all the people we knew by name. Every city, every road, packed up and left behind. But somewhere in the darkness, the memories survive. Where did the circus go? Why did it disappear? The last spotlight went out, but I still see it clearly. Where did the circus ended too soon. The sandwiches were homemade, the apples rolled away. A passing dog stole part of our lunch and made us laugh all day. We talked about tomorrow as if it would never end, without ever thinking that a day we would only meet in memories. The sun was setting slowly, no one looked at the clock. That little picnic by the lake still lives in my mind. Nothing special happened there, but I left a piece of myself behind. No fireworks, no grand farewell, just an ordinary afternoon. That little picnic by the lake ended too soon. Years pass, seasons change, but some days never go away. That little picnic by the lake still seems alive somehow. The grass is probably different now, but I can still see everything. The blanket, the laughter, the lengthening shadows. That little picnic by the lake lives forever. We can stay a little longer, just before sunset. The engine hummed so softly as we left the wooden dock. The water had golden hues, everything seemed crystal clear. Children waved from the shore, birds crisscrossed the afternoon sky. The city seemed so far away as the river flowed. Nobody was in a hurry, nobody cared about the time. That afternoon on the Niagara River, adrift with the tide. Nothing seemed important except the passing moment, the water shimmering around us under the summer sun. That afternoon on the Niagara River still feels alive tonight. Someone pointed into the distance to an old house near the trees. Someone told a funny story, carried gently by a breeze. Yellow coats and silent laughter, simple conversations flowed. No one knew that those little moments would stay with us for so long. No one had worries there, no one cared about time. That afternoon at Niagara Falls, adrift with the tide. Nothing seemed important except the passing moment, the water shimmering around us under the summer sun. That afternoon at Niagara Falls still seems alive tonight. The sun went down, painting